Alright, what direction does the musette start?
Up.
Yes. So, yeah, very good. So we're going to just be a little bit higher. Can you make sure your left hand and your bow hand are ready before we start? And what does that mean?
That means that you have to make sure that you're holding the bow correctly.
So what does that mean? What is a correct bow hand?
The knuckles are short.
Good. So, her pinky or thumb. What about these two fingers? Where do they go? Yes. Okay. So, let's hear musette. Do you remember what direction you started just now? That might be hard to remember. I think because you started down, I think if you started up, it would have made maybe made it a little easier to remember what was going on. Can we try it again? So just this, just the first two lines. Make sure we start up. Much better. I think that upload thing is a big difference. Do you hear musette as a piece that has really short notes, or like short sounding notes, or do you feel like maybe it's a little longer?
It's longer.
So do you remember like from the CD, like that it's a little longer? Yeah, then we can look at it. Do you see, like we don't have any dots or anything like that, just telling us to play short sounds, right? So when we have our slur here, can we hold out those two notes? So we don't have a lot of space in there, because it really helps. Why don't we just try it? I'm not going to say anything else about it. Okay, so just a little bit longer in the notes. So what did you hear in that slur? Did you hear two long notes, two notes that were the same length?
The first note was longer and the other note was a bit shorter.
Yes. Can we try to see if we can make both of those the same? So not long, short. Let's try it again. Yeah, so that's much better. So what do you have to do in your bow to make sure that happens? That might be kind of a weird question.
So the second note has to be, you have to make sure that that is the same length.
So you have to make sure you have enough bow, right? Because if you run out, are you going to be able to hold it out? So when you start that slur, if you're up here, it's going to be really, really hard to hold it out. You're going to have to play really slow bow. So when you get to the slur, make sure, let's stop right before the slur happens. So we'll play. we get your third finger ready, but we'll see where you are in the bow to see if we have enough left over. Make sure you start up. Make sure you start up. Freeze. So freeze before the slur. Let's try it again. Up, 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 up. Freeze. So if you could even start a little lower. You're definitely going to have enough bow left over. Sorry, so we're not going to freeze this time. Let's try it again without the freezing. Keep going. Okay, so that was much better. You had bow left over, and that second note was longer, than we were doing before. What other part in that first line do we have slurred notes? Yeah, do you think each one of those notes should be even also? Or not really? So we're doing like that? What do you think?
I think we should make some of the notes a bit longer.
Like that? Or more space? Less space?
We should stay the same.
Right? Can we see if we can make that happen? Da, 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 da. Very nice. So what do we have at the end, though? Right as we have those two slurs happening. What is this thing telling you?
This.
This line at this funny thing at the bottom.
To make the notes longer.
Close.
Maybe it should be like it's a small space.
It's actually telling you to make it a little bit quieter. As those four notes are going along, it's going to get a little quieter. So you see, we have one facing the opposite direction here, telling us to get louder, and then get back quieter. Yeah, can we start from da 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 da? Yes, do you hear it getting softer? I hear it getting softer. Let's try that one more time, and so we can keep that space from sneaking in there. That's better. Can we, let's try it again. Let's reset, make sure, wait, what direction is your bow starting? Yes. Very nice. Can we do the whole line from the beginning? What's our volume at the beginning? How loud are we supposed to play?
Measure 40.
So is that very loud? Is it kind of loud?
Kind of.
Kind of loud. So it's not super strong, right? That'd be too loud. And then we're going to do getting louder. So let's start from the beginning. Make sure you're starting up bow, and we'll do the getting louder and getting softer.
Softer on the beginning.
Maybe just a little less. So I definitely hear that getting softer. Can you make sure that when you get to our jellos going up, jello, that you get a little bit more sound. Let's try it. Okay, make sure no matter what, you can reset, but make sure at the beginning it's up bow. That definitely is getting louder and getting softer. So I think, why don't for next week, we'll do some more musette, and I want you to take a look at it and see what it says in the rest of the piece. Cause,
That says, that's measure 40.
and what is this?
40.
What is this?
That's pianissimo.
It's only one P. So what is 1 P? So it's just piano. So pianissimo will be 2 P's. So piano, and then what's our next volume?
40.
And then this is all forte, mezzo forte, and then
Piano.
and then what do we have here? What does it say second time? Poco rit. What does that mean?
Second time.
Yeah, what do you have to do the second time?
You have to do the same note again.
Kind of. That's what the repeat would say. So it says to slow down a little bit the second time. So when you're getting in our piano section. So it's going to slow down just a little bit at the very, very end. Only the second time. Okay, so next Tuesday, why don't we see if we can add all of these dynamics in musette. So
should I write what the names are under it?
I wouldn't write in each one because you know what those ones mean, because you know mezzo forte is, you know, kind of medium strong, and piano is quiet, and forte, what does forte mean?
Forte means very loud.
So, like, really strong. Well, we have one above forte, so we don't want to get too loud in forte, but,
Does any book has crescendo?
does, like, this part have any crescendo?
No, crescendo, is it in the, do you play that in the song?
We did have that right here. So this facing, like opening up as we're going, that's telling us to get louder, and that's a crescendo. And this is a decrescendo, diminuendo. And you have those in chorus too. Da 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 da. So we have the getting louder and then getting back softer. So I don't know if you can add musette in as like a review piece for the dynamics for next time, but let's see if we can get all of that stuff to happen. So there's a lot going on in there, and we'll work on also getting that loud and back down to soft at the end of the first line. Okay? All right. So make sure that you know exactly what direction you're starting your bow. Okay? All right. Let's hear it back. You're done. Can we do it together? Can we do it together? Are you gonna? Do you want to bow to the camera? Okay, we'll bow to the camera.